Welcome. Hello, hello, everybody. Come on in. Let's put up the date so everybody knows. Yeah, got the date going here. Hold on. Do I got more on one side than the other? See, I'm going to do my makeup now because I see myself on here and I'm just like, oh, look at that. Did I do this evenly? Who knows? Who cares? Welcome. Come on in, everybody. Hello. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening, wherever you are. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Are we ready? Are you ready? Come on my magical carpet ride and let us go through the cosmos of a little bit of crazy here and a little bit of crazy there. So first of all, if anybody who lives in the Calgary area and you want to go on the next ghost tour that I am doing, it is August 7th. Tickets are up. You got to go to Inner Circle. I'll write that up here. So it's Inner Circle YYC. I'm just going to do this. And it's, oopsie, Blessed Circle. So I can't even write. Blessed Circle. So that's, you can go there. I did post it up on my feed, but it probably is lost somewhere in the feed with everything else that I post. And tickets, I think they've already sold 7 tickets. So they're halfway sold out for the tour on the 7th. So that's, and then the next one that I probably would do, if we're doing another one, wouldn't be till the 28th. 28th. Yeah, the 28th, possibly. So, something I'm doing readings. So until the 28th. So there's that. If you guys are interested, right? The other thing, if you are wanting readings with me, and I'm just pulling up for booking and readings, and people have been asking, I'm booking for, there is a couple openings next week, but it's for the end of the month and going into August. So if you're wanting to book in readings, and it's on the sliding scale still. So I'm still on the sliding scale for online readings. So if you're wanting to do online reading with me, who else would you do it with right now? Just kidding. With me, it is $50, $90, or $160. So you can book in those readings. You can DM me and we can get you in. What else is going on? Oh, right. Magical herbs in your cupboards. If you want to know how to do some magic with the herbs in your cupboard. And also I'm going to add a little bit of oils in there too. I'm going to add some essential oils because a lot of people have essential oils that are just laying around that they probably bought. They went to a Young Living or a doTERRA thing and they got all excited. Went, ah! It's like buying crystals. And then all of a sudden you bring all of these oils home and you're just like, oh my God, what do I do with them now? So you have no idea what to do with them. So we will go through some of the oils and some of the things that you can be doing with your oils that you have sitting in your cupboard. It's amazing all the magical things that you may have in your cupboard and you don't even know. And you just like, oh, I bought that a couple of years ago. I don't know why. So that's the, so with, if you are wanting to join me for the magical herbs in your cupboard, I'm going to add some oils in there, magical herbs and oils, woo, and the things that you can do and create for yourself, incense and woo, segue into even roll-on. So this is my roll-on for the week. If you can see that, there you go. My roll-on for the week is called True Self. This one is mixed with jojoba oil. This is my own blend. So, and it has lavender, sweet orange, and frankincense. And it smells divine. It is like, oh my God. You can get all, like when I'm just going like this, I get all the flavors. I get the lavender. I can smell the lavender comes through very subtly with the frankincense, and the frankincense kind of brings in that it's a sweet earthy smell. I know it sounds strange. And then with the oil, with the orange, it just sort of brings in. And bringing those oils together, especially this week, it is so, so important because this is a week of true self. I'm declaring it. It's a week of discovering your true self, jumping into your trueness of who you are. We have the moon going into Taurus. It will be there for most of this week. And right now it's void, of course. What time is it? Yeah. Okay, it's just entering Taurus now. So we have the moon entering Taurus. And this energy, and it's going to be building up, right? It's going to be building up and building up and building up because it's going to meet Uranus. And of course, you know, I've told you about Uranus. I told you about him. He's a crazy guy. He's the one sitting there and he's setting out all these vibrations and he's triggering people and making things happen. So he's kind of the wild card that's coming in. And the moon is coming in and he's going to meet. And the moon loves to be in Taurus. It's exalted in Taurus. It's all the pretty things. And I want to feel good. And this is just so great. I just love being in Taurus. And the moon's happy. But Uranus is there. And Uranus isn't happy. And he's a slow moving dude. And the moon just wants to whip by him. But the Taurus has and the Uranus has, and he says, I got a message for you. Come into my bullpen. Because that's where I got to be right now. Because I'm in Taurus. Not exactly like in my living quarters right now. But I need you to come in and sit down in my lair. And I need to have a chat with you, Moon. Because I need you to send this message out. And we're still in a week of Cancer. Of this energy, and it's opposite. The sun is looking over and she's shining over onto Jupiter and onto Saturn and onto Pluto, and she's just like, here I am, I'm coming up to you because I have a new moon next Monday and I want to open this portal. This portal is opening of expansion for us because we're coming into the Lion's Gate. We're coming into this energy of bringing in expansion. So much. I mean, can we have a break, Lord? Can we have 1 week with nothing crazy? Mercury's gone forward. But now it's everything that we've been sort of thinking about doing and everything else. It's coming up. It's coming up. It's coming in. It's like, oh, well, what about this? What about this? What about this? And as Mercury went direct, Chiron went retrograde. Chiron is going into our heart chakra. That's why I got the true essence. That's why I got this. Thank you, Ashley. You know, I made this. I think I got a few left, but anyways, this is what I started. I wanted to do. And the other things that I got is morganite and rhodonite. No, it's a big stone. So this is my rhodonite that I bought. Let's see if you guys, there you go. So this is rhodonite. And rhodonite is for the heart chakra. This is bringing in a stone of manifestation. It is a great grounding stone, and it's a great to work with the heart. So it works with the heart, and it also holds you by your heart, like it's like to hold or pull your heartstrings into grounding so that you can connect soulfully with who you need to connect with. So that's the one that I got. So and then with that, of course, I got cute little ones. So these are my smaller polished rhodonite. Okay. And I always buy things in 9. So I buy, this is the center stone, and then I have these little ones that will go around to make a medicine wheel to do meditations with. So I got that. Then I got, it's my new favorite, morganite. So that, and morganite kind of looks like, it's hard to see with the light coming in. So morganite looks kind of like rose quartz, right? And morganite is very soft. They're making engagement rings out of morganite. So, but it's expensive because they're diamond cut and everything else, right? I don't like that heavy feeling of this one. You don't like the heavy feeling of this one? Candace? Here, feel this one, Candace. Breathe through it, Candace. Here we go. Like, stop it, Mom. So, with she's like, just leave me alone. I'm going to go sit and drink my coffee now. With the beautiful thing about morganite is that this one is especially for the heart chakra. So that's why they're making it engagement rings, because when you wear an engagement ring on your left finger, right, you have that heart energy that goes up. So we have this morganite is one of the rare synergetic energy stones, and it will boost the energy of most stones. So this will boost. So it'll boost stones. It's like a dophyllite? No, not a dophyllite. Apophyllite. Apophyllite will boost stones too. So I have a big chunk of apophyllite. Apophyllite boosts stones like that. These ones, this is the raw one. This wasn't expensive. This was like $5, $4 for this one. This one here might have been a little bit more because it's polished. Now, if you're going into getting it, and I got my stuff at Earth Gems. So if people, Earth Gems. So if you're wanting to, you can look them online and stuff and order online. So I got my stuff from Earth Gems. So I got 8 of these, and they're just beautiful. And so I've been doing meditations with them. And doing those meditations and doing medicine circles with them. So I have them. And of course, they're all in a nice little, in here. They sort of sit together. They're making friends with one another. And this guy's out beside me right now. So utilizing these stones along with the essential oils is what you're going to be needing to, as I'm knocking everything down, what you're going to be needing to look at this week. Okay. The thing is that we're going through this cycle this year, and I don't have time to go through all my notes, but we are going through this cycle of creating newness in many different ways on many different levels. We're creating, with that Jupiter Saturn that came through, and together with that winter solstice that have happened, this is a new political system that's coming in, and not just in the United States, but everywhere in the world. So these systems are starting to come up. Newness, people are questioning everything. And we have it where it is necessary for us. It is necessary for us because our brain is like a supercomputer. There is like a billion things going through it a second, just going crazy, right? We have to know and understand. And when I say this, now you got to listen. It is necessary for us to make judgments. Now, conscious or unconscious, you are deciding every moment. It is necessary to judge movements, and don't judge that is judgmental. So Saturn is judge. Saturn judges. It is Capricorn. Capricorn judges. So we have Jupiter is about the truth. We have the sun illuminating this right now. So the sun's coming in, building up to a new moon for next week. So the sun is illuminating this for us to start taking a look at our lives. What direction are you going in? Again, are you running from fears? Are you sitting around? Because here we got today, and this is the Knight of Swords. Okay. So this is the Knight of Swords. So this is coming in. And the Knight of Swords is quickness, swiftness. Are you going in the right direction? Are you going on the quest? Are you going out? Or are you questioning things? What are you questioning? Because the Page comes in. So, and along with the Death card, because wherever you go, or the Devil card comes in, the Devil with the Death card, because I feel the Death card's coming in too. Whatever you want to be held to, the Devil will hold you to it. That is Saturn and that is Pluto. They'll hold you to it. Pluto wants to release, wants to show you things, wants to open up things. That's what Uranus does. Uranus is shaking things. Pluto wants to show it to you. But it's up to you, me, if we want to recognize that. And that's where people are getting pissy. That's when people are getting annoyed, because all of these emotions are erupting. And now Mercury going forward, he is coming in and he's making you look and he's making you think. And I know I got all of these guys running around me. It's crazy. And this is where you have to look into it. You judge when you get out of bed. We do it automatically. Conscious of it is a criteria we use. Our judgment for, is it true or not? Is it connected to our highest good, or is it not? Is the highest good for others? Is it just, what is it? That's making judgments. That's what we got to look into. That's what we got to start looking at, because the dark, lower, narcissistic is coming out. It is coming out. It's in your face. It is there. It is constantly coming out. And if you're sitting there being, little miss, woo, look at me, I'm good, there's no darkness. Well, I'm sorry, you're going to have a fucked up world. Because you have to start looking and saying, whoa, I know what direction I need to go into, right? In comes the Knight of Swords. He's saying, I know what is good. I know what I need to do. I know where I need to go. I know what I need to do. And this is where we need to start looking. Coming out of our self-centered, subjective selves to the wise elder, which is the other part of Capricorn, is the wisdom, ascending. This is where we want you to go. It is the king and the queen coming in. And this energy is coming in. And it's like, it's the next formation for us all. The thing is, everybody is wanting, well, I want the 5G, I want the 7G, I want to go into here, I want to go here. You came in on this earth journey to be in the 3D, to feel, to realize, to understand, to move forward. With that, you can utilize some of that energy, utilize that energy of ascension, of transformation, in order to create and show others and yourself the world that you want to design. This is an awakening up as a global community. We are waking up. There is a lot of people that are not wanting to come in. Jupiter and Pluto are the plague. They are pandemics. They are known to be that. And this energy, your hand is very, very more. This is very transformational. And bringing that transformation in. If you are sitting at the sideline and doing FOMO, well, you're in FOMO. Fear of missing out. If you're just sitting there, I don't know what to do. Where should I go? That's my FOMO voice. Then that's where you are. But you got to make the choices. If you're not, this week is crazy ass shit. And we're going to see it. Something unexpected, especially with Uranus and the moon. I'm sorry. Uranus does shit. He's been doing shit. right? Since he entered Taurus, that's what he does. He shakes you up. He gets you to look at the world in a new way. Creating new currencies, creating new ideas, creating new ways. This is how we need to do. How do we do this? Beliefs we have. This is the end of delusions and taking a look at things. This is looking at your potential. This is looking at things. This is where endings are happening. Spring has ended. Summer's here. Summer's ended. Fall will be here. Fall will end. Winter will come. There is a transition. There's always transitions happening. But these are some of the biggest transitions because we are in a year of initiation, a year of transformation, a year of being in the birth canal. And just because this year ends doesn't mean, 2021 is going to be, well, we're out of it. No. But this is bringing in where we have to start looking at our way of being in our world. And this week is really, it's opening us up. It's like, next year is the crowning. This is where we're opening ourselves up. Hence, I bought the heart chakra stones, working with heart chakra, true self energy. It's important because if we're not doing it, if we're not allowing this, and Chiron is, 8 years in Aries. That's the longest he's in any planet, in any sign. Why? Because that is where we need to heal. In that masculine, in that patriarchal system, in that warring, that is where we need to heal. And bringing in that anxiety, that's where the healing has to happen. And bringing this forward. This is part of our awakening to reinvent ourselves. There's a lot of death this year. So many came to this planet. That's why there's so many souls on this planet now. More than any time in the world is this time because they came to experience. They signed up for this. Some of them are saying, hey, you know what? I lived it. I saw it. I'm checking out. That could be through disease. That could be through accidents. That could be through suicide. But they're leaving. This is ending a 6,400-year-old cycle of the patriarchal. We're ending a 2,000-year-old cycle, which is a part of that of Jesus, Piscean age, the Omega, and the Alpha and the Omega. That is the Piscean age. And coming into this creation to an age that we're ending that's 24,000 years old. So we're coming into this time of so many cycles, cycle upon cycle upon cycle. That's why I see timelines on timelines on timelines coming together. Because so many are ending, so many are beginning. This is transformation. This is newness. And as I think Ashley or somebody was just saying, oh my God, do we have to have another week? Yeah, we do. Because we're not there yet. We've got a long way. We're still awakening. Can you turn off the heat, please? It is like, sorry, someone turn on the heat and it's like stupidly hot. This is where you're going to be waking up. And this is about coming through. There's going to be financial breakthroughs that are going to be coming. There's going to be changes and modifications that we're going to be seeing, especially with Uranus in Taurus and bringing in those transformations. This is where we're coming in, where we are needing to come into our calmness. The moon in Taurus is calm. It's peace. And it can bring in that calmness. It can bring in that peace. And we're coming into this deep healing, and it can be gentle even with Chiron in retrograde. And a lot of personal development and releasing this week. but we can rebuild, we can reinvent. What is it that you want to start doing? What is it that you want to start letting go of? We've been going through this. Have you been doing it? Have you been addressing it? Or have you just been getting up and saying, oh, my job just started back again. Oh, yeah, that's okay. I'll just continue on doing. But is there something there that you want to reinvent, or are you holding on? And maybe when it gets a little bit better, maybe when it gets a little bit calmer, I'll start doing it. Maybe then I'll go back to school. Maybe then I'll do this. That's FOMO. FOMO. It's not here to scare you. It's here to awaken you. And that's what I do. And it is with Mars in Aries, it is a shakeup with 6 months of him being in there. Looking at that part of ourselves. Why are we so angry? Why are we so frustrated? And this is coming in where we need to look at to reinvent ourselves. And with that lovely, I just love these cards, with the Knight of Swords coming in, what direction are you wanting to go into? Because it can happen very swiftly. Don't look at anything, because with the blade, with the Page of Swords, there could be something that could trick you. But you got to come into yourself to look at the truth. Stable and center and feel it. There's renewal. And we're still in this week of Cancer. So it's coming into this renewal, coming into the water to release, letting go. Release of the power struggle. Take on your responsibilities that you need to take on. And honor that. And if you're still saying, oh, I can't do it because everybody's going to be mad at me, or that it's going to be wrong, you might find that it'll be a little bit too much. A little bit too much. Because it'll send you over that edge. So we're highly sensitive this week. So we need to bring in things that are going to help us to release, so we're not feeling all of everything else, but we're just feeling what we need to feel. So sending you guys out so much love. A couple things too is that because I'm wanting to change things up a bit, I am thinking the veil is too thin. I'm thinking, well, I'm going to be doing tonight. I'm going to try it out tonight. My intuitive astrology readings. I'm going to do it tonight at 7 o'clock. So I'm thinking of doing them tonight at 7. Trying something a little bit different. Wanting to bring in a new flow. Maybe that might shake you guys up a little bit. But instead of being on at 8:30 tomorrow morning, this way it just, I don't know, it's in the evening and it'll just give us, something different. So I'm going to come on tonight at 7 and do our intuitive readings tonight at 7 o'clock. So just shaking it up a little bit, right? And I just got my guides. I don't know why they said, it's like, what are you doing, Mary? Dancing with the devil? So what kind of dance do you want to do with the devil? What kind of movement do you want to do? Do you want to dance away? Or are you letting him lead? That's your choice. It's your surf. The veil is thin. The veil is very thin, but it's going to continue to get thinner because the transformations need to happen. I mean, when you're ending a 6,400-year-old patriarchal age, and before that was matriarch, and then the patriarch came in. And so we're going to find the extremes coming in, where before we can find a cohesive center point of movement, the pendulum's going to be flowing all over the place. And that's where you're finding a lot of people coming in and they're making new choices. We're finding a lot to do with sexual identity. and what their sexual identity is. We're also finding that there's a lot of things going around the world that we may not even realize that has to do with people doing seed collections. There's places I think it is in Norway, and then in Lima, Peru. We have different ones that are here in North America that are collecting seeds and I know one is in the Okanagan Valley outside of Kelowna, that they're collecting seeds and working on preserving different types of plants. And my battery's going to go. Looking at different types of plants and how to preserve them in case of extreme drought happens, and keeping different plants alive. And also in Peru, the other thing is that I was watching, who's it? Oh, been watching a new show on Netflix. And it just came on. So I get the right name for you guys. Down to Earth with Zac Efron. So it's called Down to Earth with Zac Efron. It's on Netflix. And he's traveling around the world, and it's very educational. And as he's going and as he's traveling and stuff, it's different things that different countries are doing, like what Paris does. Like Paris, I mean, you can get water, beautiful water for free. It's everywhere, all through Paris. How Iceland doesn't even have isn't leaving a footprint with their electricity and how they harness electricity through thermal energy. We also have, that's where I learned about Lima, Peru, and how the Chinese have gone in there and tried to steal, because there's certain plants that can't leave Peru because of their habitat and their sacredness to that. And if they leave, then they lose their quality. So a lot of things like maca. So the maca plant. So if it's Chinese, it's usually, or from, if they say China maca plant or whatever, if it's not coming from the true source, then we're finding that it doesn't have all the nutrients and everything that it needs, and it's been genetically modified. So learning about things like that is important for us, because then now that's giving us more of an educational objective of how we are going to be spending our money. Same with bottled water. Who you buy, if you buy bottled water or don't buy bottled water. I mean, we're very blessed here in Canada because of our water. But then again, how long is are we preserving our water? Are we preserving our lakes? Because water is very important, right? And it's not just in the third world, but it's here in North America and Canada, and how we preserve our water. So making those changes is an important part of this whole energy coming in. So it's making awareness. This is where we become more self-sufficient. Did you plant a garden? If you didn't, are you going to the farmer's market supporting locally grown produce? Making amendments to that, for those locally grown produce. If you're buying coffee, is the coffee fair trade? Do you look into how that company gets their coffee? How do they pay their farmers back? It's those little things that make a huge difference in how we as consumers, and that's where this energy is coming in. It's saying, yeah, and it's everybody's like, well, what personal changes can I make? What personal changes? I think I've worked on myself. Well, we still have work to do. Are you consciously not going to the dollar store? I stopped going to the dollar store. I refuse to buy anything from the dollar store because it's all stuff, all cheaply made shit. I mean, it's great. I love the I used to be addicted to the dollar store, but I had to start thinking about where's all that stuff coming from? Where is it coming from? Right? And being aware of it. That's our dollars. Like if you go into like Walmart is very good at, I mean, it's Walmart, but when they came into Canada, they were really conscious on making sure things were Canadian made. But looking at labels when you go into Walmart, where is it made? Where did it come from? This is part of our consciousness. This is part of our awakening. The more we are awake, the more we are conscious, we're making choices to make the world better. We're making choices to make what we do, what we say, what we be better. Are you buying candles that are, like even candles are, because I was looking at candles. Are you looking, I got to get this right. There we go. Are you looking at candles that, maybe they're locally made, maybe they're handcrafted by somebody, are they, or is it just a package that somebody just poured, or, where are they coming from? Essential oils. I buy my essential oils from Ray Dunphy, which is True Essence. They're local. They're from Calgary. She really, they go out and they source oils from all over the world to create, and they're fabulous, fabulous oils, and you can buy them wholesale. You don't have to go to True Young Living or doTERRA. Just an FYI, there's no pharmaceutical grade oils, just an FYI for any of you out there. I mean, I'm not saying their oils aren't great, but do you have to pay $50 for frankincense when it only comes from like 2 places in the world? And that's where everybody gets it from? Think about it. The reason why you're paying $50 for a little ounce of frankincense is because they marked it up. And stuff. So, whoa, did you see that one that just went up? That was at 37 something. I got to go back, and I'm going to have to go back and find it. They add fillers to their oils. Ray's oils are the best. Oh, yeah. They are. They're fabulous. I was going to say, there's no fillers in Ray's. I know the girls there. Did you see that? That was crazy. That was a big one. So I got to go back and look at that. Yeah. So, I mean, even Soap and More, go to Soap and More. I mean, look at local, because you guys probably, wherever you are in the world, you probably have a local Soap and More. May not be called Soap and More. Look at your local metaphysical store. If you have a local, like I go to Earth Gems to buy my crystals. Why? Because I like them. I know Silver Cove. I know the owners. I mean, they're nice people, but they're becoming big business. They want to make sure that they can corner the market, so they are buying up crystals as much as they can. So when somebody's being a hoarder on things, I back off. Earth Gems has been around for like 30 years. So they've been around since I've been in Calgary, and that's since 2006, 2007. So they're, and they're nice, they're knowledgeable. When I went in there and told her what I want, she was like, okay, let's go. We went here, and she got me all the different baskets, and yeah. So this is where you want to go, to places where people are, are local, and they can tell you where they bought their crystals and who they purchased them from. I'm not saying Silver Cove. I'm not trying to bash Silver Cove, but I just know what they want to do and how they're wanting to expand. How come they're opening up so many stores all over the place? Because they're wanting to expand. They're wanting to corner the market. Anybody who wants to corner the market, like Nestle's with their water, means that there's something up. And after a while, people don't become ethical. So this is where we have to start looking, and we have to start making those educated, not educated guesses, but being educated on where we're going. That is where the energies are coming in. Chiron is coming in to heal the heart, open the heart, work with the heart. Every time I'm saying heart and I'm doing this, holy shit. It's like I got a fairy funnel going on in here. So this is where we need to go. Educate yourself. You want to go see a psychic? Educate yourself. Who's the psychic? How long have they been reading? Did they, it's like they don't need a diploma to be a fucking psychic. You just saw another one. So this is where it's like, if I want to go see mama, because I'm not for everybody. Not everybody likes me, which is fine. You don't have to like me. My heart is broken. But you go with who aligns with you and how that feels. It's so important. So I'm going to send you guys off with so much love. I got a client that I have to go. She's an older lady who I talk to once a month, and I have to go because I call her right on. I have to call her right on time. So I'm going to send you guys out so much love. I'm going to come back tonight at 7:00. We're going to do intuitive astrology tonight at 7-ish, thereabouts. So we'll see you tonight. I'm going to tell you to love you. Take care of yourself. May the Lord and the Lady watch over and bless you in all that you say and all that you do and all that you be. Blessed be everybody. Woo!